In today's video, we are reacting to Grown Ahh Man Crisis. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna be honest. There are some things that just as a grown ass man, you should just not. You know what I mean? Like the biggest one I can think of off the top of my head, bro, is if you're getting painted fingernails, bro. Come on, what are we doing? As a grown ass man, you shouldn't be doing that. But there are some things that like I feel like are pretty reasonable to do that people will cry your shit for doing, that I think is crazy. But with that being said, let's go to get into this video and
Here's 3 things I don't think you should be doing as a grown-ass man. Let's get right into it. Number 1 is having asthma. Nigga, just breathe.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. As a kid, I had asthma. I think I grew out of it though. I don't really have asthma attacks anymore. Like I haven't really had them like since I was a kid, but I did have them at one.
You 25 years old and you ain't outgrow that shit yet? Talking about, anybody see my asthma pump? Bro can't handle air. As a grown man. Lock in, fuck nigga.
Bro, what does it even mean to be a grown man anymore? Like, I swear we're just calling out any sort of behavior nowadays. If you're not actively doing some grown man shit like eating bricks or deadlifting a car, you're low-key at risk of being called out. Like, I know most people use it as a joke, but it's those few Squidward ass niggas that are allergic to fun. Like, being a grown man does not have to be purely suffering. It's gotten to the point where you could just be smiling and somebody's gonna be like, you a grown ass man enjoying yourself.
Grown man, by the way, wilting flower, just say that you're unhappy.
And the phrase started off being used well, that's the thing. Like when somebody exceeding a certain age was being childishly whimsical.
He was a fairy. He was a grown man. You a grown man, Tyler.
Now it's become as a grown man, you just can't have fun at all. And apparently you can't even order dessert anymore.
You want something sweet down your throat. As a grown-ass man, talking about, I'll have a...
Mind you, this nigga look like he just got done eating something. Big fat ass nigga. Look at this nigga, bro. Look at this nigga's stomach, bro. Look at his face, bro. His beard dusty as fuck. Look at this nigga eyebrows. Them hoes nasty as hell. Look at how back far his goddamn hair. Bro, like, nah, bro, shut the fuck up, bro.
Your throat. As a grown-ass man, talking about, I'll have a piece of blueberry pie to end the night.
Do people think there's an expiration date for fun? Like the second the clock strikes 12 and you turn 18, you just gotta go out there and get a blue-collar job? And by the way, why is someone that's 18 considered unk now? I'm convinced unk has completely lost its meaning. We just calling anybody unk. Niggas don't even know how old I am and they call me unk. So my question is, how old are these people? Real shit. But unk has been lost its meaning for a while now. The second it was used to refer to an age under 30, it was completely gone. I don't know how long you think people live, but I wouldn't say you've reached unk status until you've lived at least 50% of your life. Which, as long as you don't get murked, you should have a good 80 years. So what are we doing calling 18?
Bro, damn, I can't think of the word. But the way that chair was just so on point, like that's kind of crazy.
18-year-old's unk. Bro, 18 is not unk. But like everything ever, niggas have just started trolling with the phrase grown man, by the way. We got niggas making 79-part series on the things you shouldn't do as a grown man. This nigga has damn near wrote a book on this, and I've watched pretty much all of them. So here are my personal favorite things you can't do as a grown man. As a grown man, you can't have allergies. If you have an allergic reaction, you just gotta thug it out, bro. You are a grown-ass man sneezing and shit because of some flowers. The next one is reading instructions. This is one of those ones.
I'll be real, as a grown ass man, you shouldn't have a peanut allergy. Like, nigga, what do you mean you can't breathe all of a sudden because there's nuts? Bro, grow up. That shit childish as fuck.
Where being a grown man apparently means you'd rather die than ask for help. Where does that even originate from? You know, having to be a tough guy and never asking for help? Is that toxic masculinity?
Big man saying, I don't even know what that hyper masculinity thing is, bruv. But shout out to my LGBTQ people, bruv. You get me?
Like, bro, if I'm building IKEA furniture and I open the manual, that's not me being zesty. That's just me wanting the shelf to actually stand upright. Wanting the shelf to actually stand upright.
LGBTQ people, bruv. You get me?
Like, bro, if I'm building IKEA furniture and I open the manual, that's not me being zesty. That's just me wanting the shelf to actually stand upright.
Oh no!
IKEA furniture and I open the manual, that's not me being zesty. That's just me wanting the shelf to actually stand upright.
Oh no! Bro, he just know he got his ass beat for that shit. Boy, you just know he got his ass beat for that.
Our table!
It's to the point where as a grown man, you can't even eat a meat rocket.
You a grown...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, as a grown ass man, bro, you shouldn't be eating hot dogs. Like, over the age of about 15, bro, like, what is you doing eating hot dog? Why is you putting some? Why is you putting something that's named sausage down your throat? That is kind of false. I'll be honest.
Ass man throwing a meat missile. If you like meat down your throat, that's all you had to say.
But this guy's obviously joking, and he does have some pretty understandable ones. Like, as a grown man, why are you staying mad at your friend for weeks? Get that Nickelodeon shit out of here, bro. But for anyone over the age of 20, I'll be really careful in this modern day because we have an abundant amount of dick riders among us. You blink too softly, somebody's talking about a grown man blinking softly.
If you ever do that again, I'm gonna kill your parents. And I know what it is.
But I agree that sometimes your age should not exceed the age of your actions. Like these memes, when my group leader, age 13, says his mom ain't dropping me home, age 36, after we did our 6-7 prank.
6 or 7?
Which, when you're 36 years old, you cannot be saying 6-7 and hanging around with 13-year-olds. Sean Combs. That would be a good time to use the phrase grown man, by the way. You know, when it actually applies. And there's also some real world examples of people that are too old to be doing what they do. And the first people that come to mind is the Nelk boys.
There's no commandment that says thou shalt not send though, right? Oh, let's get sendy!
Now, the average age comes down to a clean 30, which in this day and age is debunk territory. You're damn near considered a relic at this point. Now, I wouldn't even flame the Nelk boys, because, you know, they started doing content when they were way younger. Their whole full send branding, that shit was so tough in 2019. It doesn't age.
I mean, but at the same time, though, bro, I feel like at a certain point, you do kind of got to grow out of, like, what you're pivot to. Because the Nelk boys are at a point. Well, actually, let me shut the fuck up. I don't watch these.
You don't want to send, but it just hypnotizes you. It's an airborne disease, the send virus. Like I said, we're not alcoholics. We're just addicted to the send.
And they stayed doing this, too.
I want to be cringy, but, like, I am feeling sendy right now.
But Nelk has always had that college frat bro, niggas named Chad and Connor, backwoods cap permanently infused to your skull. You know, that sort of vibe going on. But the problem with that is that the audience grows, bro. People graduate, they get jobs, and eventually they want to stop getting sendy.
We on to better things, you know what I'm saying?
And then those same people look at the Nelk boys who they used to look up to, and then they clown them for being grown-ass men still on the same shit. Now here's the fun part, even if they change what they do, people are still gonna be like they missed the old Nelk or that they switched up. So it's really just a lose-lose situation. But do you know what I mean when I say the lit old dude aesthetic? This is also known as the Jason Nash method. Now Jason Nash is 52. 52 with a wife and kids, and his current wife is 33. So keep in mind when Jason was 19, she was still queuing to be born.
Check his entourage.
But Jason Nash gets grown-ass man allegations because, you know, he is 52 hanging out with 20-year-olds that vlog in LA. This nigga reminds me of teachers in school that try too hard to be cool.
What's up, twin? Your aura right now is on 1,000, man.
Another person that's been called the lit old dude is Face Banks. Well, I guess just Banks now. But I would say, yeah, he is the lit old dude. There's images like this, 40-year-old man screaming to Netspan. Everything in me tells me a person over 30 should not be singing their heart out to a 17-year-old underground rapper. But then again, you know, what's the harm in it? And that's my problem with the grown-ass man trend. It's sort of pushing this narrative of once you turn a certain age, you can't like certain things. Which for the people that think like this, what's gonna happen once you turn 30, bro? Are you just gonna stop enjoying every aspect of life that you previously liked? Personally, my nightlife's coming with me to my grave. I don't have no fragile adulthoodity. Adulthoodry? I don't know, bro. And then we have people like Duke who are 31 as of today, right? So tell me why this nigga has photos with Martin Luther King. Boy, if you don't... Right, this is not his high school photo, bro.
That's funny. That's funny.
Age inflation is a real thing, but it's only a Gen Z, Gen X thing, bro. Because for some reason, everyone has an accelerated view of life. Like, if you're not fully self-sufficient by 20, you're considered a bum-ass chud. But on my For You page, I keep seeing this podcast called Sandbox Sessions. And it's like 4 niggas who ask the dumbest hypotheticals. And the questions all relate to the things that are appropriate for a grown man to do. And they have classics like, is it appropriate for a grown man to be out of breath, spanning 2 minutes? These niggas are the biggest trolls, because how are they so serious about it?
You're not the only one breathing here, like. So my question is it appropriate for another grown man to be out of breath?
My thing is just like, it's your respect for others. You gotta respect people around you, man.
The kind of questions these niggas be asking are low-key revolutionary. Is it appropriate for a grown man to be unable to find parking? This video contains...
Nigga, how do you even think of something like this? Like, how do you ponder and think of, like, a grown man, as a grown man, you should be able to find where to park? Like, nigga, how much free time do you have to just sit around and think of, like...
powerful arguments such as if you can't find parking, what can you find? Personally, I think these guys' videos are hilarious, but what confuses me is the people that will actually get mad at this. I'll never understand people getting mad at something like this that's so obviously a joke. This is like the 50 billionth rage bait trend. Alright, it's time to get with the times. But when people aren't joking, I think this is a part of a bigger problem, and that's the fact that there's a demographic of people that hate seeing other people happy. If you want to know if you're in this demographic of people, let's do a quick little exercise. We're gonna take a look at some people and we're gonna label them based on my description of them. Now this is Jimmy. Jimmy's smarter than you. What would you call Jimmy? If you said
A nerd.
intelligent, you're wrong. Alright, Jimmy's a nerd. Reading books and shit. What you think you are, Kaisen at? And then for a quick little speed run, this guy's bigger than you. He's on steroids. If he's richer than you, daddy's money.
Anyways, with that being said, man, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this in the comment section below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. Until next time. Peace.